I have been waiting for this camera for so long. I have been so excited for the Canon EOS R5 camera and have just been dying to get my hands on it, waiting for it to come out. And here on Maui, it wasn't until 1 in the morning that this camera came out. I was up till 4 in the morning, and I made sure to get this camera as soon as it went live on B&H. But waiting for the R5 has both taught me and reminded me of some good life lessons. The main two things that this camera release taught me or reminded me was that, number one, this camera isn't going to all of a sudden make me a better photographer or filmmaker. It's just a tool, just like any camera that has come out in the past. Now, this camera is definitely going to be a lot better than any camera that I've had in the past. And so I don't want to downplay the amazing specs that this camera has. But it was just a further reminder that just because I have this camera, it's not going to somehow take me to this next level. I still have to be able to tell a story well, to be able to shoot images or video properly. This isn't going to be some kind of super band-aid that fixes all my problems. This will help out for sure, but somebody that has an iPhone or a GoPro or a cheaper DSLR can tell an amazing story, or even a better story than what I could potentially tell if I'm just focusing on the fact that I have a better camera. It's just a tool, albeit a pretty, seems like amazing tool, but it's just a tool to tell a story. The second thing I was reminded of was just how much I built this camera up. I sold my 1DX Mark II a while ago, and I've just been shooting on my wife's Canon EOS R for the last little bit, and it's been great. But I've been so excited, and I've just been building up this camera. And again, like I said, I waited until 1 in the morning here on Maui for this to come out so that I could press that buy now button. But after buying the camera and then watching everything that was being put out, Canon's press release and Peter McKinnon's videos, after it was all done, I was just kind of left with this, okay, now what? The hype that I was feeling was just kind of done. I bought the camera and then I just had to wait. And I was just reminded that I had put so much onto this camera of the joy, the build-up, the satisfaction that having this camera would bring me. And in reality, it can't fulfill any of those deep longings of the heart. And maybe that just seems really silly to you, but I kind of put it back to when you're a little kid and you're eagerly expecting to get some kind of toy or present that you've really wanted, and when you get it, it's like a month later, you just want the next biggest and best thing. The satisfaction or the fun that it gives is just short-lived, and I'm sure in the next year there's going to be a camera that comes out that's better than the R5. But again, that's just a reminder for myself. It's something that I can easily get caught up in with gear lust, but I'll leave it to you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Were you as stoked as I was to get your hands on an R5, or has that been your experience in the past for any type of gear that you might have really, really wanted? Anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help and make a difference. And I'll see you on the next video.